Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Not often do I do free live reviews, but the wife's busy on cakes tonight, so hey. So I've got a special one from Blue Monkey Brewery. Picked this up yesterday, paid £10 for it. So yeah, it's a big sharing beer. This is a Whisky Baboonska. It's a Imperial Stout, 750ml bottle, Russian Imperial Stout. And I will read the writing because for those coming in future times. So it says here, a delightfully complex black Russian Imperial Stout with a soft, creamy head. We have balanced, rich, dark malts and hops to give a smooth, strong beer with subtle, sticky toffee and cocoa flavours, aged for 12 months in a Scotch whisky oak barrel. 8.5%, best before 1st of the 12th, 2022. That shows up on the camera actually. And then here it says, since it's in the beer world in 2008, Blue Monkey has gained a powerful reputation by winning more than 100 national awards. Can't fault him for that. That's a lot of awards. BlueMonkeyBrewery.com. And I do like Blue Monkey beers. I've always been a fan of their beers. Went to the party at the brewery 5 years ago now, when the boss wasn't very happy because people were pissing in the bushes outside. But hey ho, you know. Then I got one toilet, but there was a bit of a queue for the toilet. Lots of people who need a wee wee. So we'll crack this open and we'll see how it tastes. I did have this at Robin Hood Beer Festival, and it tasted divine. But you know, there's drinking at beer festivals and trying to do a review, and then there's doing a review in the beer room where, as long as I'm not totally steaming, I can do a proper decent beer review. And I'm sober as a judge. Yeah, not that I've come across many sober judges or even judges. So, oh, bit of smoke there. Ooh, that's got some powerful aroma. Good evening, Benjamin. We're all live. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm always pissing in bushes at work. But hey, I work on my own outside. And it's far too long to go to the toilets. So yeah, the wife's busy. She's in the house. And I've got some Blue Monkey. Whisky Baboonska. So I've got my Blue Monkey glass, as you do. I shall have a nice portion now. And I might save some. I don't want to drink the whole bottle tonight because it's 8.5%. Here we go. Look at that. And pretty much like most proper Russian stouts, they don't come with a head. No notification. Why am I not surprised? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. To be fair, tonight, you know, because it's Friday night and there's lots of people doing lives, and everybody else does StreamYard. They put it on for days beforehand, so everybody knows that they're doing a beer review. Well, I don't really do that. One, because I can't stand StreamYard anyway. So, and here we go. Get the beer on camera. Yeah, that's better. Don't have to keep pointing to something then. Here's what it is. Yeah, did you? Yeah. It was quite a nice beer, to be fair. I mean, at beer festivals, it's very difficult. Not always is a beer in premium quality condition at a beer festival. Not always. Obviously, they try their best, but there you go. Good evening. So yeah, 8.5%. Just dropped into that. Dropped out. Ugh, there's a bug in here. Jesus. I wonder what it dropped in. So, black pour. Like I said, with Russian Imperial Stouts, you don't get a lot of head. So these stouts where there's loads of head, are they a true Imperial Stout? Always interesting. Most Imperials, you don't get much of a head, to be fair. The stuff I brewed last year, the Russian Imperial, I got hardly, literally no head on that. Some bloody nice tasting beer, though. Oh, yeah. Fair play, mate. Fair play. I'll tell you what, my drinking, I can drink 8% and not affecting me at all. And then other days I drink a 4%, and I'm half steaming on a couple of 4%, and it's like, what? See, now this type of bottle here, one, it's reusable. Wash it out, reuse it. Take it to a pub with you, get them to put a pint in, using a funnel, or fill it to the top and pay for £7.50. They're really good. Good recycling. I mean, I got there last Christmas. Their beer last Christmas, which was the coconut mild. Oh, stunning beer. I do hope they bring that back out. I would like to see Blue Monkey do, and they've done an advent calendar this year, but I would like to see them do a proper advent calendar with 24 different beers, or have some friends in that Blue Monkey and friends to get a full 24 mixed case. That'd be interesting. I will chat to Blue Monkey at some stage, hopefully, and put my idea across, because I'm sure there's other breweries close by to Giltbrook. I can think of a couple of good breweries very close by, 3, that are very close to where they're based. And it'd be very interesting to see if a Blue Monkey and friends. Blue Monkey are a big brewery, and it gives a nod up to smaller breweries. Put it inside an advent calendar for about 60, 70 quid, and you've got a very interesting advent calendar. So on this, the nose on this, the complexities on the nose, you really do get that whiff of whiskey on the nose. Wow. You can tell it's been aged for a while in a barrel. Oh. So I've also got an empty bottle, albeit sealed. This has been released on December the 15th. Jingle Bells. New for Blue Monkey Brewery. It's a 5.7% oatmeal stout, coming on that date. It says on the back, brewed with 9 malts, offering a deep, dark, complex character, including neeps of oats, providing that silky smooth mouthfeel. So yeah, coming December the 15th. And like I say, new beers make you relevant. The more new beers, the better. It all helps in the long run. Yeah, it's good to see them come in these big bottles. I like it, I do. So, got plenty of time to enjoy my beer tonight. Working at 8 in the morning. Work, eh? It's a dirty word, isn't it? At least the people leave me alone to get on with the work. And I'll send them a video at the end of the work. I'm doing 5 hours on that garden tomorrow. So in 5 hours, I should just about win and put the garden to bed for the winter. That's the hope anyway. Unless they come out with more work. Ooh. So room temperature, it's not a chilled temperature, room temperature. And certainly bringing the flavour out. I need to wash my mouth out a bit more, because I've just had a lovely Chinese. So it's just going down well. And I presume it's also a bit quieter tonight, because I think Scott's just finished his live. Real Ale Craft Beer still doing his live. I presume anyway. I don't know. I don't really take much notice of the rest of the beer community. Obviously Scott would, but I'm not bothered about other people so much. Is old what's his name still going? What's his bloody name? The Kung Flu Arms, that bloke. What's his name? Hooligan Beer. Is he still playing around? Is he still about? I've not heard anything about him for a long time. Apart from that hoo-ha a couple of months ago. A few months ago now. Was it 4 months ago? I don't know. Tell you what, time flies on the internet. 1 minute it's June, next minute it's November or December even, as it is at the moment. So, oh, that's a beauty, that is. Good evening, Mr. Rampant Lion. How are you, matey? I must get one of the Wraggys beers sent up to you if you're still in Scotland, or unless you're flying back home abroad, obviously. I must get one shipped up to you. Find a way of doing it, which don't cost me the earth, but also gets it up to you. So you can review it and see what you think. To be honest, it's more the fact, in a lot of ways, that it's what the beer means more than the beer itself. It's like, beer reviewers getting a bit of recognition. That's what it really means. You're back here on the 20th, in this. Oh, for Christmas, back over for Christmas. Fair play, mate. Fair play. We'll try and work out a way how to send it, which isn't too stupid. I know these bloody firms these days. Pardon my French. And parlez-vous français? But yeah, these firms these days cost a lot. Who do we send something with? Royal Mail. Ridiculous price to send a beer. That was a cake, mind you. But the cake was heavy, but it still cost a fortune. But I will get it sorted. The unwrapped. Yeah. The tap rooms. It is a cracking tap room. You've got the lad down there, Dave, aka Craft Beer Basic. And he's sound. He seems to be like the boss of the tap room. Well, he's a big fella anyway, So he's like a boss, even if he ain't a boss. I'd still like them to do a bloody collab with them. If there's one brewery near me that do beers, Bang the Elephant do, that are near me, brilliant beers. Blue Monkey also do brilliant beers, obviously. But Neon Raptor, they do some nice beers. They're barrel-aged ones. I'd love to go down there and, I think it's for every beer reviewer or fan of beers to go down to somebody's tap room, to join in the processes, because they all do it slightly different. They've all got their own processes, and it's interesting to see how the older breweries do it and how the new breweries do it. And so many different processes. Marston's obviously is one of the very different. Plum wine Imperial sour. Ooh, that does sound nice. I do like plums. I've got for Christmas, I've got some beers coming as well. So yeah, it's going to be a very eventful Christmas. Although I do need to get back on the home brewing now. I need to brew my own Imperial Stout and get cracking along them ways. So, Whisky Baboonska, a lovely barrel-aged whiskey beer, Russian Imperial Stout rather, and the nose on it is beautiful. The complexities from the whiskey really kick in. It's lovely. Just sit there sniffing it, which sounds wrong in a lot of ways, but just sit there sniffing beer. Yeah, smells nice, that does. But it does smell nice nonetheless. I had this at the beer festival, Robin Hood Beer Festival. I got this for £10 for the bottle. I went over. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I went over yesterday. Picked it up. 750ml bottle, so it's a decent sized bottle. 10 quid's a good price. It's definitely a Christmas present sort of beer. And you got a dad who likes. I mean, for me, that's where it's aimed at. And I had to double check first that it wasn't in over here. Christmas market in Nottingham, right? So Market Square. If you remember where the Odeon is in Market Square, there's a little cut through. It's called Hert's Yard. The pub itself is called the Barrel Drop. It's a little micro pub up an alleyway. So you'll go past Kookaburras or something. Kookaburra. Search for Hert's Yard or search for Barrel Drop. It'll, on your Google Maps, it'll take you there. You go up there. They've got a selection of cask and keg. You won't need to go anywhere else. So you've got there. Brilliant. You've got the Bell Inn also in that same area. It's about 100 yards away. And again in there, it's a bit more of a sports bar when you walk in. But, I do fancy having my own tap room. Yeah, I do, mate. If I was to win the lottery, because obviously money's the issue, isn't it? But I'd love to have my own little micro pub, micro brewery, and a tap room as well. Because as a fan, Yeah, oh yeah. The garden would be amazing. You expect it, don't you? Crafty Crow, yeah, definitely. And I'd love to because as a fan of beers, you know what tastes nice. You know you flip it and you know what you'd want from a pub. You know what you'd want from a tap room. You'd want a bit of decent food because we all want decent food. You want a great selection of beers. You want beers on keg, bit on cask, and a fridge full of beers as well, just for those who want something different and something special. Neon Raptor's a bit like that with their offering in town. And hopefully one day the likes of Blue Monkey will do something similar. They have got their own pubs, mind you. They've got 4 pubs and they do ship elsewhere as well. And their pubs have a good range of beers as well and gins. Gins these days, a lot of people doing gins. It's the evolution, isn't it? Beer to gin. It's not hard from going from doing beer to doing gin because you've got the facilities are there to do it. Not that I know anything about brewing spirits, obviously, because that's naughty, and I don't do naughty. But yeah, yeah, it's not hard. But anyway, we're not going down that road. And yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to. It'd be a perfect evolution for me to. You won't need a massive amount of money as well, Once you get it out there, get a little place. You won't want to do it in the centre of town because it's too expensive, the rent. But in the right place, a tap room would be amazing. Plus, obviously, with the connections I've got locally, I'd have amazing beers from all the local breweries. It would be the tap room. It'd be amazing. And I've looked at how other tap rooms are done, like Black Iris in Nottingham. Lots of toilets. Toilets are a big thing, You've got to have decent toilets. Can't be going for a wee and the toilet's disgusting. It's manky as hell. Black Iris has probably got the best brewery toilets you've ever seen in your life. They've even got a deodorant in there. Oh, I'm not joking. There's deodorant. There's cans of deodorant where you can spray yourself. I mean, fair play. And some other bits as well. Women's toiletry stuff and pads and things like that. I didn't look at that because none of that means anything to me. I ain't got them bits. But yeah. Oh dear. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, it's been in a lot of ways. It's been a cracking year this year. I mean, and like your channel, Jim. Your channel's grown exponentially just recently, and it's amazing, isn't it? That little nod can boost the channel, and my channel's growing quite nicely as well. And it's good to see good people's channels growing. We don't want the naughty people's channels growing. YouTube is what it is, though. But it's great to see the breweries coming back. This winter, I am following more breweries than I've ever followed across all social networks, and it is just amazing. The amount of box ticking beers is staggering, and I know breweries are still struggling through this awful pandemic. And what we don't want is any more stupid lockdowns. It's not working abroad because they're all not happy about it. Vaccines are the way out of this. Have I killed the comments? Because no one commented. Let me just make sure. Because usually I've probably killed the comments. No, I've just killed the comments. Yeah, that's what you get for yakking, don't you? It is what it is. But anyway, yeah. Enjoying the beer. It's not hitting home too much at the moment, thank gosh. Lovely beer. Proper decent Imperial Stout. Not too thick, not too thin. It's in that sweet zone in the middle. That whiskey nose, to somebody who's a bit of a whiskey connoisseur. I drink whiskey, but I'm no connoisseur of whiskey. I mean, I've been on a whiskey tasting course, and yeah, 12 different whiskies, and you're there, and there's a spittoon. I'm like, I'm not spitting into that. I don't spit whiskey away. But there was one. It was so peaty, and like you drank it, like, oh my gosh, and my face cringed. And the only ever time I've spat whiskey out, yeah, the other 11, woof, yeah, lovely. And then on to the champagne area, then the whiskey, then the wine and the beer. And I still walked out, walking properly. And I still had a bottle of wine on the way home, as you do, Yeah, I was on form that day. It's funny sometimes you can have 3 beers, be steaming, boffing, and ruin your day. And other days you can drink about 10 times that amount and have a great day, have a great bit of banter. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow really. Going to Fire Rock Brewing, based up in Sutton in Ashfield. Never been to Sutton in Ashfield. I think we've been once. We had to take the wife up to get a vaccine. So yeah, it's an interesting area, old-fashioned area, as far as I can remember. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, back to the beer. Going down well in my Blue Monkey glass. Whoa! Now it's the air's getting to it, and this is always the thing. And I think me and Jim are probably the only ones who go quite a long while on beer reviews. Everybody, I know everyone does chats, and they're more, but for beer reviews, I think me and Jim are the ones that do the longest beer reviews. And especially when it comes to something like an Imperial Stout, because the longer you do review it and let the air get to it, it changes like anything, like a fine wine. The air changes the beer, and different complexities come out, aromas. And boy, I'm not drinking the rest of that because that's hitting home now. I can feel it now. Yeah. In a lot of ways, it's like a very weak whiskey. In a lot of ways, I know it's an imperial stout, but it is. It's like whiskey in a 10%, well, 8.5 even. But yeah, it is. It's like whiskey in a beer. And you really can taste that whiskey element as along with the malty and that. I mean, last year they did quite a few different versions of Baboonska. I think there's 3 or 4 versions, if memory serves me correctly. I may be wrong. I know I had one with the Adventure Beer Advent Calendar, but yeah, very nice. Wow. So that's hitting home. That really is hitting home there. I need to go up the house and wash some pots by the sink and try not to look drunk because wow. Always the thing with doing beer reviews. At some stage, you're going to drink something and you're going to be steaming. And this is one of them beers where I can feel it. I really can feel it starting to hit. And it's a little corker. Got to be honest. So yeah, talking about Blue Monkey. Um, this year they brought an advent calendar out. Good selection of beers. If you've never had Blue Monkey beers, I do say that chocolate amaretto, chocolate gorilla amaretto, if that's what I call it, is an amazing beer. Over the years, they've done lots of beers across lots of styles, different beers. Chimpanzee, plum stout. Um, oh, I can't think of them. You know when you want to think of the names, you can't. Infinity. Um, oh gosh, I've drank them all. There's not a single beer I've not drank from them. I forget the names. Is what it is, I suppose. So, black pour, smattering of a head on there. Uh, Lots of whiskey complexities on the aroma. You really can smell it. It's £10 for the bottle. It's a 750 ml sharing bottle, or a good Christmas present, nonetheless. Available from their website. I went down yesterday to the shop and bought it. Um, and I say the booze element really kicks in. I know it's only 8.5, which for Imperial Stout drinkers isn't really big. When it comes to Imperial Stouts, yeah, my gosh, I can feel it in my legs. So, yeah, certainly it's amazing how some beers, big beers, hit home quicker. And yet other beers, you can drink it and it tastes like water. and well, pop even, and don't hit home. This is one of them beers that's hitting home. On the taste, like I said, good whiskey complexities, malt, a little bit of roastiness, but not much. But certainly the whiskey's the king of this. So the score out of 5 for me, a good 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, really nice beer. I love the whiskey elements, and it'd be interesting to see if in the future Blue Monkey do more imperial stouts, because I think this is an interesting road to go down. There's a lot of imperial stouts on the market, bigger ABVs. I know duties are killer on imperials. Um, I've spoke to other breweries. Good evening, Thomas. I've spoke to other breweries, and government duty, is a killer for imperials. I.e., they don't make much money. Which why brew it if it don't make much money? I suppose there's that element to the situation. But nonetheless, very decent offering. Can't wait to see what they brew in the future. If I was offering any advice, I'd say a butterscotch, imperial butterscotch, but that's just Mr. Rag talking. I've got my own reasons for wanting imperial butterscotch, as you do, you know, or an imperial plum. Hey, hey. Quite a nice sweet plum though. But yeah, 4.5 for this, and keep an eye out for that fella when it comes out. Jingle Bells, December the 15th. For anybody watching this as a Blue Monkey Beer fan, and they've got the Advent calendar out at the moment, so worth keeping an eye out for. But all in all, a very nice beer, and I'm off steaming, so good time to end the review. Go up the house and go and watch some Scotland. I was going to say Scotland Wander then. Wander and who's the other bloke? Who's that bloke? Vision. Wander and Vision. Wander Vision. Hey, Jesus. Tell the bears it me. Right, go up the house now. I need to demist, look sober, and not talk. Because talking and the eyes gives it away. If you've ever been drunk, bloodshot eyes, it's never good. It's never good. Gives the game away. Yeah, when you're steaming. Do I do another beer review up the house? Don't know. Might do. Might do. It helps me sleep tonight. It's all good. I like sleeping. It's good. Yeah, especially when you've had a drink. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you for those who spotted this. No notifications means no one spotted it, so it is what it is. But people might spot it tomorrow and have a nosy and join in the conversations and comment and yeah. In all, it's a decent beer. That's what really matters. Cheers, everyone. See you soon. Bye. Now it's got to try and turn it off. Pressing the X when you're drunk. All good fun, as you can expect.